DJ motherfucking Rello on the beat.
What?
It's your boy DJ Rello. I got a special guest with me today. Up and coming, back of the yards, athlete Deebaby.
What's going on, man?
So Deebaby, tell me where you from and you know what I'm saying, how it was growing up there.
I'm from the complex, 1110, you know what I'm saying? Stayed there for probably majority of my life, you know what I'm saying? It was decent, you know what I'm saying, but majority of my life, you know what I'm saying, I was always outside the complex, you know what I'm saying? But it was a decent little living situation, you know what I'm saying, until I, you know what I'm saying, got older, went away from college, and then, you know what I'm saying, I was been on my own since then.
So, what grammar school did you go to?
I went to Woods Academy, you know what I'm saying, on C-Second and Racine. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the ones that stayed in the town, didn't go to school in the town, but I managed to, you know what I'm saying, still kick it with the motherfuckers in the town. But I just didn't feel, well, my mama didn't feel comfortable with me going to school in the town.
True. My mom didn't feel comfortable with me either doing that. So, what high school did you go to?
I went to Roseton High School. Right now it's torn down, you know what I'm saying? I went there 2006 to 2010. Played football, played basketball, hell of an athlete, you know what I'm saying? But shit, you know what I'm saying? It was rough going from, you know what I'm saying, 49th to 69th every day, but that was the way I had to get to school, you feel me?
So, how did the people, you know, did they know you, when you went to school, did they know you was, you know, from 49th, you know what I'm saying, even though, you know, they know you was from the back of the yards, you know, Motown, you know, how did they treat you, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't treat me no different than the people from off this night, you know what I'm saying? I used to go to Robeson since like 6th, 7th grade, you know what I'm saying? I played football for like elementary school, and it was times where I walked from 69th and Normal to 50th and everything, you know what I'm saying? With my book bag, my equipment on my back, so it was like the route that we took, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people knew who we was, so when we walked down 69th to Racine down to 40 to 50th, it was like, well, we know Shorty know. They come from football practice. Most of the time, you know what I'm saying, it was my family. Once I hit 69th to 67th, 63rd, I went to school at Woods, C-Second and Racine, so everybody knew me from like EA, you know what I'm saying, off True, 59th and Racine, my sister baby daddy from down there, so, you know what I'm saying, I had an easy escape, you know what I'm saying, so going into the town, there wasn't really too much to, you know what I'm saying, look over my shoulder for.
Dang, so you really had the it factor. You walking all them blocks, 49th and, you know what I'm saying, to 69th to school. You know what I'm saying? You really had the it factor. You really wanted it.
I feel like this. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't that, it was just me jumping off the porch like any other, you know what I'm saying.
Average from the neighborhood.
I wouldn't even say average, you know what I'm saying, because there's certain motherfuckers that's out there jumping off the porch that don't even need to jump off the porch, but they were just placed in that environment, you know what I'm saying?
Some people do it because they see other people doing it.
Yeah,
so they feel
got
like
a lot of followers. But
instead of a lot of leaders.
But at the end of the day, you gotta understand, to be a leader, you gotta be a follower, you know what I'm saying? But it's just the person that you follow and the things that you pick up from one another, you know what I'm saying?
So how did we come about?
It's so crazy, right? So I was playing at Sherman one day,
right?
And J.O. Jonathan from our baby then was like, man, you should come up to visitation, woo woo. And I'm like, what's that? You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, my brother going crazy. So his brother was Bobby. Rest in peace, Bobby.
Rest in peace, Bobby.
You know what I'm saying? So I was telling him, like, my brother going crazy. So I think I came the game after the All-Star game. Played with Blue Magic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I came down there, I saw Real, Pork Chop, Umar. You know what I'm saying? They call him 50 Shotter right now. I see all of them. I'm like, damn, I know these people. These everybody that play with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, why y'all never introduced me to this shit? So, whole time when I got down now, you know what I'm saying? Everybody seemed like family. You know
everybody treats you like family. Like, you know, I'm gonna cut you off, but you know, visitation, you know what I'm saying? Like Rich, you know what I'm saying? He had the moles. It was the moles. One of the moles, the GDs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody played under one roof, and everybody respected him. That's why I say, and I always speak of that. And every time I talk to him, like he kept, You know, he actually go to me because he kept everybody, the Mo's and the GDs, under one roof, and that was hard. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely was hard. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that, you know what I'm saying, once they leave these buildings, you don't know what's bound to
You don't know
happen.
what's about to happen. And then tell the truth, when we left them buildings, walking back to, you know what I'm saying, your crib or, you know, across the park, it didn't nothing happen in it. It was all love.
And then the thing about it is, what I have, you know what I'm saying, seen over the years, it was like, even though, you know what I'm saying, we might have our little, you know what I'm saying, our disagreements, but at the end of the day, if one of us from the gym walking down the street, that person that noticed us gonna look out for us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
and that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's still supposed to be to this day. Like you see your brother, it ain't necessarily gotta be your blood brother, but he your brother you went to war with on the basketball court, on the football court, and you see him down and out, you supposed to help him. So
I don't think there's a lot of people out here that's like that, man. Like I didn't, like I say, like there's a lot of guys that, you know what I'm saying, out there, you know what I'm saying, tussle on the court, on the field with, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, it's like this, you know what I'm saying. Everybody gonna go down they little path, you know what I'm saying. With me, once I go down a path where a lot of people look at me and be like, well, you know what I'm saying, Deebaby doing good, Deebaby doing this, Deebaby doing that. But the whole time, Deebaby that nigga that's struggling, you know what I'm saying. As long as my rent, my bills paid, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta buy all the designer shit. No knock to all the people that wear designer. You feel me? I look up to y'all. Y'all motivate me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
like, for instance, like, you know what I'm saying, everybody look at it like, man, Real doing his thing. Really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm doing my thing, but you know, it's hard because the support not there. And like you just said, I don't give a fuck about no designer, bro. The designer loans, like you said, loans, my girl, the kids, all that fed, my mama looked out for. That designer, that don't, because we grew up off, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my mama bought us shit, but they let us know that the designer shit ain't everything.
Yeah.
See, these parents now be giving these kids what they didn't have. And then they don't teach them like how to be, you know, back in the day when we was growing up, we was taught to be respectful to our elders, respect others. These people don't do that. And then what's the difference, like, you know what I'm saying, from us growing up to now? What you think?
I think us growing up back then is different because, you know what I'm saying, we can go outside, bring a rim out, we all play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at every car that ride past. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was like that back then, but the older guys made sure we were straight. You know what I'm saying? We had to go through all that. You know what I'm saying? They treated us as kids. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I feel like me in per se, you know what I'm saying? Me growing up, I stayed in the complex. I was probably one of the ones that left the complex, you know what I'm saying, went to Sherman Park.
The only one, I think,
Probably the only one
Yeah.
that really, you know what I'm saying, was allowed to come to Sherman Park, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that people were scared to come up there, it was just, they might want to let them.
They
you know
might
what
wanna
I'm
let
saying? And for me to be one of the ones that was able to do that, you know what I'm saying, I was one of the ones that can say like, well, you know what I'm saying, I was able to live the early Sherman Park days, you know what I'm saying, like tournaments, playing football. You know what I'm saying, I done been in the field house, played throughout the field house, came outside on the court, did my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think my name is, you know what I'm saying, going around the town as a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? When people look at me, they not looking at me as, oh yeah, Deebaby, you know what I'm saying, he one of them. No, I'm just a regular.
You're just a regular
basketball
person,
player.
you're a regular basketball player, and you actually, I ain't gonna lie to you, just like people say, you actually a role model. It's like people, it be little kids, you know how people, girl, they be like, Real, what's up? You know what I'm saying? It be like, you know how you said, and that's good because you said I was like a role model to y'all. You know, I really appreciate that because I just wanted y'all to see y'all to be successful because I saw it in y'all. I knew that's what y'all wanted. I wanted to keep y'all off the streets, even though y'all knew not to do that y'all own self. But I wanted to be that role model, one of them role models for y'all, G.
I feel like it's not to cut you off. It ain't even the fact that you want to be a role model. It was just the people that was in front of you was the role model.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
correct.
Like you got Rich, you got Rob
Slade, yeah, Rob.
Slade. You know what I'm saying? All them people, when they came in front of us, it was like, all right, we know where Real getting these, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These traits from. Because at the end of the day, like Rich, for example, like even though Rich he even having everybody in the gym, he brought it out to the outside, you know what I'm saying? It was a tournament that we wasn't even gonna have, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he stepped in, I'm gonna stay out here, you know what I'm saying? Now, he gonna let his mentee, which is you know what I'm saying, dictate, Like, we're going to have this tournament because this is what my mentee love to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand.
I retired at 17, bro, and I started coaching. So, and you know this, and so when I retired at 17, I was like, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to coach because, like you said, Rich was the mentor. Mm-hmm. So when they turned y'all down, neighborhood sports turned y'all down from playing tournament, that did something to me. It felt something. It did something to me.
Not to cut you off, it did something to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that was our safe haven. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody can come together and hoop. There's been times where, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say nobody's names or nothing like that.
Right? No,
but at the same time, we didn't play against each other so hard. People got to fight. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we come back the exact next year and play the same.
It wasn't because the hatred. Then after the fights, a couple of days later or the same day, motherfucker be like, you know, really realize it just was the intensity.
It just intense.
And as you know, in the football field, you know the intensity.
Everybody be high. You know
whether you play organized or whether we play street ball in Sherman Park, you know, it was intensity. It was intensity in, you know, in a high school game, in a college game,
whatever game that they play, any sport game that play,
it was intensity.
You're gonna have that. They have it in the NBA all the time. They just had it's so crazy that we talk about it, that last night they just had a hockey game.
Yeah.
I only watch hockey, but it came up on my snap. So the game started, they got to fight.
See?
You know what I'm saying? So it happens like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? But back then we can do that. Come back, be cool. You know what I'm saying?
Hoop again.
Now we hooping again. You feel me? It's people out there that you have real life, you know what I'm saying, fights with. But next day we come back, I want him on my team. You know what I'm saying? But that was back then. Now it ain't like that.
How do you feel? You know, we used to go to the court all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's either Pearl, all of them used to be on the court. You know, we looked as kids, but Pearl, Trey, your brother, everybody used to be on the court. You know, now I just saw a Facebook status where somebody said that the Mexicans taking over our basketball court, and that shit hurt in my heart when I saw that. It's because, you know, most everybody now is picking up guns and looking at these videos. They don't want to hoop. They don't want to play football like how we did, bro.
Yeah. But I feel like due to the fact that everybody picking up guns and, you know what I'm saying, all that, it's like, I mean, what you expect? You know what I'm saying? What the public giving us to see. In the public eye, that's what you see. You know
I'm gonna call you back.
You ain't seeing tournaments being played.
I'm gonna call you back.
The governor, the mayor not giving us nothing to even, you know what I'm saying, play with. So it's like, if I'm 15, 16 years old, they don't got jobs for us.
No, they didn't.
So what we gonna do?
Pick up a gun, or pick up a gun or some work. Or
we gonna go rob a motherfucker, because that's how we gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people that, you know what I'm saying, that's out here doing all these things might live with grandma. You know what I'm saying? Grandma can't really do too much. She get a SSI check, you know what I'm saying? And we gotta do what we gotta do. You feel me? And it's just speaking real. You know what I'm saying?
Most of these people grow up off Section 8. Mom was in Section 8, like you said, SSI checks. All that.
It ain't even a knock to the
low income. It ain't a knock to them.
But at the same time, it's just reality. You know what I'm saying?
But my thing is, like, you should want better.
You should.
And you should want better.
For real. Like I tell you, everybody don't want better. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to sit at that level where I'm straight. Like, prime example, myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went from investing shit. I stopped investing because why I stopped investing? Because the mindset tells you, well, once you stop here, you just there. You know what I'm saying? But now that, you know what I'm saying, I know that, now I can go back into investing. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference, bro. That's the difference. And then I'm gonna tell you another thing. Bitcoin, Dogecoin, all that. Y'all better get in tune, man. Once you up, you up. Ain't no going down, man. Get with that shit.
If you get on right now, would you give back to, you know, where you grew up at? You know what I'm saying? Where you grew up at the front, because the back of the yards. And, you know what I'm saying, I know you used to, you know, your stomping grounds, you know, over there on 68th and all that shit too. Would you give back? You know what I'm saying?
And that ain't gonna even stunt to you. I feel like that's real. I feel like if I was able to, you know what I'm saying, just get a mass amount of money, you know what I'm saying, I wanna take it to Sherman. You know what I'm saying? I wanna buy where my mama stay right now. She don't want to leave. Can I buy that place? You know what I'm saying? If I get the amount of money that I can get to buy the complex.
Like Nipsey Hussle.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But at the same time, them type of materialistic things don't necessarily happen to people that know what to do with it. They always give it to the people that don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, D-Baby, you know, I wanted to put something back. You know, all these people walking around with money and they ain't gonna say no names, you know, over there in the back of the yards. And for our hood to look just like that, bro, that is crazy.
I mean, but like I tell you, real, it ain't too many people out here that have the mindset when they got it. Cause when they got it, they like, damn, I can spend it on this, that, and the third. But then when it's gone, they like, damn, they sit back and think that. Cause when they had that money, they weren't thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is.
So, what are your plans for the future?
My plans for the future. So I'm a teacher. I'm sorry I didn't tell you that.
Yeah, you didn't tell me that.
I'm a teacher, and my plans is to get into the CPS system. I want to coach. You know what I'm saying? I want to give back what I know
to the game, and to the younger people.
Exactly.
I want to do that too.
You know
I want to do that too.
And that's pretty much what I want to do. I want to be able to get into Chicago public schools because I know it ain't too many kids out here that, you know what I'm saying, have that father figure that's going, you know what I'm saying,
like
tell them what to do. Exactly.
And we had father figure, and they weren't even in the, you know what I'm saying, they weren't even in the CPS system at first.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
They were just around us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So now that, you know what I'm saying, I know what it takes to get to the next level, and I have people around me. My peers that's around me, they know, you know what I'm saying, like a couple of people from Morgan Park, Kenwood, you know what I'm saying, Lane Tech, Lincoln Park. I know a lot of coaches that, you know what I'm saying, need kids, want to put kids in position.
So have you applied? For the positions yet?
Not right now because my schedule at my other job, you know what I'm saying, the job I'm at now, I work 9 to 6. I work all day, you know what I'm saying, and that's with infants, 1-year-old, 2-year-olds, you know what I'm saying. So I got the patience, you know what I'm saying. So I can wait on that time to come because I mean I don't do nothing, man. I just.
And then don't you play football too?
Yeah, I do play football. I play for Illinois Cowboys, semi-pro team. I also play in a league called A Square Flag.
Cause that's your passion. I see you still, you know. I think, and then you also teaching the game to your nephew too. I be seeing, you know,
I got to, man.
You be teaching the game to your nephew. So
I got to teach him the game because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, what he show, you know what I'm saying, he represent me, you know what I'm saying. So if he represent me, I can't show him wrong.
Right, you're right, and you teach them how to be a man and teaching them how to, you know, how to not be in these streets and all that.
Let me tell you, so I'm gonna tell you a story. So when he was a kid, his mama, me and my sister, you know my sister.
Yeah.
So his dad passed away when he was 8.
I remember that too. Chinaman, I remember.
The man must have told my sister. He say, my daddy over there talking to that girl whole time. I'm his uncle. You know what I'm saying? He thought I was his daddy. So
for real?
Ever since then, I knew.
How old was he then?
He was like, I want to say like 3 or 4.
So he knew you was his uncle, but he also said.
No, he ain't know I was his uncle at that time.
Oh,
he thought I was his daddy because me and Chinaman, he had hair, I had hair. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he was looking at. So at the end of the day, once my sister told me that, I knew it was my time.
Yeah, it was your time.
It was my time to be, you know what I'm saying? Even though he wasn't mad, I knew.
But he is yours because that's your nephew. He is.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, it's been, you know what I'm saying, I got a shorty. You feel me?
So what would you tell these young people growing up, you know what I'm saying, well, like, man, where they having trouble with, like, you know, dividing the streets into, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, trying to stay out these streets and, you know, trying to be successful, whether it's a basketball player, a football player, a rapper, a doctor, you know what I'm saying?
The difference is just me personally, just knowing how to turn it on and off. You know what I'm saying? I was that type of kid. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama didn't know what I was doing in the streets. You know what I'm saying? When I left my house, you know what I'm saying, it was what I was doing. When I came in, I brought up straight A's, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And that's just what it is. A lot of people don't be understanding it. If you can turn that switch on and off, like I know a lot of people, they can turn that switch on and off, but at the same time, it's being around the people that can make you turn that switch on and off. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can be around you, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna talk about drugs, money, do all that shit. I'm not finna talk about that with you, you, Rich, you know what I'm saying, Robbo, Slade. I ain't gonna talk Cap at the park.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna talk about that around y'all. But when I'm amongst my peers, you know what I'm saying? Even though you was a peer, but I looked at you as a, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
older
peer.
cat. You know what I'm saying? So when I talk with my peers, it's like, man, we're gonna talk about this, that, and the third.
And you know, just certain, I'm not the same way. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because when I come around y'all, you know, I know what y'all specifically on, you know, and you know what y'all been on, and that's that, you know, when y'all, that's why I try to bring that straight to y'all, like basketball, football, the athletes. I try to keep that shit going. We doing pickup games.
Because you have to, because now, if you keep it driven, you're gonna keep it driven through
Right.
us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And what you drive through us, we gonna drive through the next person.
Yeah, the next generation.
Because at that, I feel like also like me talking to a younger generation is more so they'll look at it like, well, he been there, he done that.
He done that,
you know
yeah.
What I'm saying? So at the same time, it's like if he been there and done that, he only showing me ropes of what I can go through, obstacles that I can go through and better myself. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta do it the same way I did it. You know what I'm saying? But this the path that I want you to go down. You feel me? That's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of rough. Being in Chicago is rough. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you can make it in Chicago, you can make it anywhere in the world.
Do you have anything else you would like to say before we wrap it up?
No, thank you for having me on your show.
It was nice having you, D-Baby. It's your boy DJ Rello. We will definitely do a part 2 sooner than later.